Everywhere I go, coast to coast, when they hear I'm from Louisiana, they wanna know about the side of the everywhere I go, from coast to coast, when they hear I'm from Louisiana, they wanna know about the side of the they wanna know, they wanna know about the side of the they wanna so that's when I tell them, you never get the third time. Come to Louisiana, and learn about the radical. So that's when I tell you, you never get the third time. Come to Louisiana, and learn about the radical.
All right. What's going on, everybody, this evening?
Yeah, it's Kenny. Oh, Drew.
Good job, you said it right. I was laughing in the background because you see where S says hashtag Catfish Nation. I like that better than Catfish Raid. I like Catfish Nation. Like it. I like it.
Where? Muppet Dublin. Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. So our special guest is running behind. And so in the meanwhile, guess what I'm going to do?
What's that?
I'm going to talk about my special sale going on.
Okay.
For everybody who didn't get to see it in my live stream this morning, I have started the 12 days of Christmas, which means I will have a guppy or a shrimp strain go on sale. And that may mean like today I've got these, which are the dark blue ribbon fin Moscows. And I normally sell them a trio for $45, but I've knocked them down to $40. But you also get an additional 2 females and an additional male, which will be a ribbon fin male. So you end up getting 6 fish for the price of 1 trio,
right on.
At a discounted price. But that's only until midnight tonight on these only. So starting at midnight, another strain will start, and it may be different. It may be 6 babies or 8 babies or 6 babies and get 2 free. You know, it'll be something different. It won't be the same every time. It just depends on, you know, what my loads look like. So yeah, so this is started the 12 days of Christmas, and these are my most favorite guppies in my room right now. I love their fins. I can't get enough of them. I love them so much that I'm fixing to move the tanks that are on my desk off so that I can put them on my desk so I can watch them more.
Right on.
I love them. But and these originally came from Vietnam. So this is the third generation. No. Yes, this is the third generation. So the guy that I got them from had the generation that came from Vietnam, and then he had a generation, and then I bought that generation. So no, actually, this is the fourth generation because I bought the third generation. So, but I love them. I love them. They're an awesome, awesome strain to have, and I have no problems with them. I don't even have a problem with this strain eating their babies. So no problem with them. But so they're on my website, you guys. Don't go to. I'm not saying don't go. I don't even know if I have this strain on the others, but my website is where you'll need to go because that's where I've changed the amount of how much they are for today. And it'll be in this. It'll look just like this. I pulled this right. This is my website right here. And it'll say that right there. It'll be in red. And you scroll down, and then that right there will take you straight to PayPal. Now, what I have done is I'm not going to ship until after Christmas.
For what?
And so if you want more than one strain, like say you wanted this strain, and then a few days later you wanted another strain, I'm not going to charge you double for shipping. So at the end of the 12 days, we'll kind of just tally up what you have, and then whatever shipping is going to cost, that's what I'll charge you. It won't be $20 hit every time you do one. So, and then also if you have, like, say you're buying a tank for someone, or you are getting a tank, but you don't have it yet, kind of like me, I'll hold the guppies for you, or the shrimp, whatever. I'll hold them until you're ready for them. But you have to pay for them, like for like these, you'd have to pay for them today. And then if so on and so forth, but not the shipping. The shipping wouldn't be until the end. So.
Welcome.
So yeah. So that's the beginning of the 12 days of Christmas. However, when we get to, I think the last 2 days, I'm going to have to double up, or I'll double up somewhere in between, because I think we're actually down to closer than 12 days, aren't we?
I believe so.
Days. How many more days is it till Christmas? $11. Okay, so, but I won't do anything on Christmas Day. So yeah, it'll be 2 days. I'll double up. So.
Yep.
But so yeah.
Go on.
See if I can't get a hold of our guy again, and he had said that he was running behind, but that he would be here. But I'm worried that he may have a hard time getting on StreamYard because this is his first time. So, Chubz, I don't know if you know this either, and I don't see him in chat yet, but Greg Hammett, yeah. His name, what is Charles Hammett, but he goes by Greg Hammett, and I think he changed his, he changed his name on his YouTube page today. So Greg Hammett lives by me. He lives over here in Keithville.
Okay.
Well, there's four YouTubers in Louisiana.
Oh, that's cool.
He went and he came and bought some guppies from me yesterday. He got these,
Nice.
and then he got the 4-karat golds. And then he's coming back next week to get some more.
No, I don't have stickers, but I was thinking about trying to get some maybe next year.
Brianna is 12. Is that right? I think I'm getting that right. I think she's 12. And looky there, you made it. All right, you guys. Here we go. Fishing Louisiana, Mr. J.
Mr. Fish.
Sorry I'm late. I was rushing home from work.
That happens.
No, it is.
That happens. We had talked about it, and we weren't sure, if it was going to work out for you or not, but it did. So, all right. So the introductions, you guys. Mr. Jake is originally, if you haven't noticed his accent, is from New York. He doesn't quite have the Southern Louisiana accent. You can tell. There's a little New York still left in there. But
Yeah, there's a
he
lot.
moved to New Orleans. Do what?
There's still a lot of New York in there.
Okay. I was trying to be nice. So he moved to New Orleans in 2009. He's licensed for electricity and plumbing and engineering degree in heating and air conditioning. He also, which just amazes me, has his private pilot's license. I'm just amazed at that. Like, I want my husband to do it so bad. I want him to do it so bad. But
it's worth it. It's worth it.
I keep telling him I really think that he's just that kind of person, and I just think that if he ever got into that, I mean, he would never leave it.
Buy him a Discovery flight. It's like $90. They take him up, and it's like a half-hour flight. They fly for like 15 minutes, and then they'll give him the stick. And when he gets down, that's what I did. I flew for the Discovery flight. He flew for 15 minutes. He gave me the stick. I flew for 15 minutes. I got on the ground and gave him $5,000 and started classes.
Woo!
No, I'm good.
Wow. See, I don't like to fly. He likes to fly.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. There's a lot going on, but even with all the stuff going on, it's just so peaceful.
Yeah, and he's very, my husband's very specific, and so he's one that he's dang sure going to check everything.
Oh, you have to.
Every I and every T is going to be crossed before he would ever get off the ground. So nothing would ever get by him,
Yeah, it's not like driving. You can't pull over and fix something.
Right. Yeah. That's why I think it would fit him so well. But yeah, so I think that's amazing. I'm very impressed with that. But continuing on, along with all of that, loves to fish, which is where the Fishing Louisiana comes into play. He has a wife, and again, this amazes me, two twin 16-year-old girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Twin girls. Wow, bless your heart. I've got boys. I've had all boys. And I had two of my boys pretty close together. So having twins girls, wow.
Yeah, the twins are night and day too. They couldn't be more opposite.
Wow. Wow.
To answer Chattanooga that's question, yes, we do like people from Mississippi.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't we? We like people from Chattanooga, Ed.
And New York, apparently.
And New York.
Yeah, New York's all right too.
We like everybody until they cross that line,
That's how I am, yeah.
I don't mind anybody.
That's right. So, very Christian. Whole family's very active in church, and he does security at the church, which is why you were late.
Yes.
And friends call you Jake. So,
Yes,
Mr. Jake, tell us about Fishing Louisiana.
Actually, it just happened. I really didn't plan on having a YouTube channel. During the pandemic, I went out to Homa, and this guy's father-in-law left him for 4 fourplexes, and they weren't paying the rent because of the pandemic, and 3 of the air conditioners were out, and I traveled out there. I'm in Kenner, Louisiana. It's about an hour drive. I drove out there, and he was like, I'm just trying to see what it's going to cost, and it really wasn't going to be too much to get it done. I had all the stuff on my truck to do it.
he said he was trying to sell his boat and to get the money to fix it. So, you know, me loving to fish, I always fish. My pastor has a camp out in Shell Beach, and he's got a few boats out there, and everybody in our church is big in fishing. So I'm always just jumping on their boats, so I can fish every day and just be in somebody else's boat. But I felt sorry for the guy. He had a nice boat, it was a 98 ProMaster, and had a 150 Johnson two-stroke Evinrude on it. I mean, it was pretty beat up. But I told him I'll take the boat and do the work, and I think I had $150 in parts, but in the materials to do the job in a couple hours worth of work. So I pretty much got the boat 22 footer for $150.
Wow.
And that was one of the very first. I didn't have a GoPro at the time, so I was just taking pictures of the work. I mean, the center console had holes in it, plywood covering the holes, beer caps with silicone plugging holes. I just brought it home, and then I got COVID. So while I was down with COVID, I was just going out and working on it in between the hurricanes were coming in, and just restored it. I put every wire brand new. I've never done fiberglass work or nothing, just gutted it. And I think in my spare time, I think it was like 2 months, restored the whole thing to, I mean, it's brand new. Every wire in it's brand new. Redid the whole center console. I mean, it books right now for like, what, 13,000 or so. Redid the motor myself, everything. So,
Yeah.
and then I
Wow.
started the YouTube channel off of that after I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna fish more. I work for myself, so I'm fortunate enough to not be a weekend fisherman where I gotta fight everybody on the weekend to launch and all that stuff. So I normally take off. My favorite days, because I'm at church on prayer night for Monday and Bible study on Wednesday. So I like to go Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said, my pastor's got the camp right out there, Shell Beach, so I just launch out there at Campos Marina or Hopedale and shoot over to his camp, rate his ice chest. I got a key to the place. I mean, we have a good time.
Yeah. Well, I haven't said anything yet about the your fishing pole, the rod and reel, the custom rod and reel raffle. Okay,
it's
so
just the rod. It's I built. I got tired of we break eyes on our poles all the time, break tips and everything. We had a guy out in Chalmette that would an old guy that would do the repairs on them pretty cheap, and we'd get them back fast. But we had a couple, I don't know, 3 or 4 poles down, and we went to see him, and he had passed away. So we looked for like 3 or 4 different tackle shops to see, and everybody sends them out to get done. So we sent our poles out, and they fixed the one eye, and then they came back, and in shipping broke 2 other eyes. So I decided that's it. I'm done with it, and we bought all the stuff, the kits, and now we build our own poles.
Well, yeah, that's always a problem for me working on a tugboat. All the time, you know, wherever we at, someone to break poles, we got to carry extra ones.
Yeah, people step on them, and you know, it gets crazy.
Yep.
So 4D Fishing wants to know if me and Chubz like to fish.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see no comments.
If you have to click to the right.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it now.
And so I don't have a problem with fishing. I just don't have time to go fishing. Hell, Chubz can fish off the front of the boat every day.
Right, yeah. He just brings the pole with him everywhere he goes is fishing.
Oh, yeah, I'm in Orange Beach right now.
Yeah, so.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually was thinking about doing some working on the boats and stuff when I first moved down here. And then, because I had my engineering degree for air conditioning for a long time, but in New York, I mean, really no need for it. You only use air conditioner 1 2 weeks a year. You know what I mean? It's cold out there.
I didn't
So
even think they put air conditionings in houses up north.
not very seldom. So there was I normally did air conditioning on cars and stuff. Like I go to the car lots and charge at the used car lots and boilers and furnaces and heating, a lot of that, you know. But and then I got down here, I got into construction. I'm like, wait, you know what I mean? I'm just wasting this engineering degree. So I started just running ads and doing my own AC work.
Right.
And then while I've been here, I've got my plumbing license and electrical license, pilots, all that. My wife thinks I collect licenses.
Mine does too, because that's what I've got. I've got license after license, and it's just like, but them license costs, like the insurance. And do you have to keep insurance just to have your pilot's license?
No, no, for the planes. For the plane has a license, not the pilot. Yeah.
Okay. See, I've got just
the insurance,
my horticulture license in Louisiana. I have to carry insurance just to
But
carry
all
like
the
a ground motor
plumbing
operator.
and electrical, all that. I have a license or insurance for all the other separate stuff like air conditioning, the electrical, plumbing. They're all separate insurances.
Right. We have a friend in chat. Well, all of our friends are in chat, but we have a biologist, is what I'm trying to say. His name is Steven, the biologist. And he said anytime that he ever fished, it had been for collecting for the lab. So using a hook was uncommon and rare. In the Amazon, there was fish. We used giant gill hooks to, wait, it jumped on me. Sorry, chat jumped. Oh, to catch in lakes like Malawi. It was complete opposite. He's never fished to just fish or even with a hook, hardly. He'd like to give it a try, though, have no agenda with it, just for fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
And you, Stephen, you have earned the relax and rest.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
I mean,
God. 4D fishing. I'm from Marrero, Louisiana, right outside of New Orleans.
Wait, say that again, Chubz?
I'm from Marrero.
Oh, Chubz is from Marrero.
Yeah. Right across the river from Kenna.
Yes, sir.
So y'all are right across from each other, and I'm way north of y'all. But I'm still in Louisiana.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I'm Shreveport, Bossier.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Uh-oh, we lost Chubz.
That's a drive.
Yeah, and then there's a guy that we just found. He lives about 30 minutes from me. So now there's 4 of us in Louisiana. I'll have to get all of us up on panel one night. But
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
I travel about an hour and 5 minutes every time I go fishing. I go way out in Shell Beach, Hopedale area. I mean, there's nothing like fishing out there.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Mr. Fisher, where are you at right now, Chubz?
Well, right now I'm in Orange Beach, Alabama. We live close to Florida.
You on the boat?
Yeah, I'm on a tugboat. Yeah, we left.
Dragon layer. Yep. Chubz is a coon. He's filling the blanks. Wow. Justin Power says, my 22-year-old cousin grew up and took after his uncle and is now an HVAC and plumber in Connecticut. So he's so proud of how accomplished he became. He just purchased the company he apprenticed for. Wow.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
That's a big border.
Yeah. Hang on, Chubz. Let me put you on solo. Okay.
It's kind of hard to see.
We can see it good.
Yeah, we can see.
There you go. That's the front of the boat. The big balls we're working with. Yeah, Not much though.
What are you
Must
hooked
be
to? A
tough
big
on
bar?
the family.
Yeah, working with that big barge.
LP Lurkin, what's up?
What's up, LP?
Okay, so fishing Louisiana, Mr. Jake. So you've been YouTubing for how long? Not long, huh?
No, I think it was like July 16th. I posted my first video,
Okay.
and just been
Wow.
going pretty good since.
And you have 664 subscribers.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's growing pretty fast. I've got Fishing Louisiana Facebook group. I think they're up to like 600 members now, and Fishing Louisiana Facebook page and Twitter and all that.
Wow.
But I am doing a custom rod raffle. It's a $5 entry, and
That's right. Who
it's
would they send? I need that PayPal link.
yeah, it's just a standard. Let me
Well, my mods can get it. Roxanne or Lori, they can go grab it. Is it on your YouTube page?
Yes,
Okay.
it's in one of the videos.
See, there's one of the hotels with all the yachts and stuff behind it.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's nice.
John Larson.
I would go nuts being traveling like that.
Oh yeah, we go all over.
Hey, John Larson said he got a 100-pound bluefin on a 40-pound line.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. Wait, what happened, Lisa?
I thought some of them reds I caught were big, man.
Yeah, my biggest red was 58 inches.
Last November I made Louisiana Sportsman magazine with my my red. I can't. I've caught 3 bigger ones since then, but that thing was a monster. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was only like 35, 36.
Right on.
But it ran me dry. We had to chase him with the boat before he took out all the line.
Right.
I had mono, what was it, 10-pound or 12-pound mono on there, and he was running. So we had to start the boat and chase him.
Hey, Rockford Chubz is trying to start crap. He says, "Is that the little boat, Chubz?"
There's my little boat.
Wow. So you guys help him out. Go give him a sub, a pineapple, whatever you want to call it. And if anybody's interested, he's got the $5 raffle tickets to win that custom rod that he's making. When will you do that drawing?
The drawing's going to be on my live feed. I try to go live every Friday at 9 p.m. So January 1st at 9 p.m. We're going to do the live drawing. And I'm just getting the money to build the rod. And I think I average it out as after 25 people, I have enough money to buy all the materials to build the rod. Now I'm building the rod to your specifications. You want a medium rod, medium light, medium heavy, casting, spinning, cork handle, EVA, split grip. So whoever wins will give me all that information, and then we'll purchase all them supplies to build that rod, so it's built to their specific needs. And if we get more than 25 people, if we get 50 people, I'll build 2 rods. If we get 75, I'll bid 3.
Cool.
Good.
Well, my mods are having a hard time finding your PayPal account, so
I got it. Let me just punch it up here for you.
Okay. I think if you can either, I don't know how you can do it.
We'll see if I can figure it out.
You can put it in private chat. If you go over to the side and put it in private chat, I can take and copy it, and then I can put it in chat.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you can go to YouTube and you can put it in chat on YouTube, but you'd have to have 2 windows open to do that.
I've got like 5 windows open now.
You sound like me. I've got 2 windows open with multiple tabs in each.
Yeah, I mean,
Kenny, you are so excused, sir. So excused.
Oh, Tiffany, all in tanks. Is everything well?
Oh, I had this pulled up. Our other buddy, friend from Louisiana, Greg the Guppy Guy. That's what he renamed his channel. He is in chat now, and he said that he's been in Louisiana Sportsman articles twice for crappie fishing.
I kind of cheated because my my pastor Rusty, who's in a lot of my videos, he writes for Louisiana Sportsman. That's why the only reason I get in there. He's a writer.
And 4D Fishing did a $20 PayPal for entries in your rod giveaway.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 4D's in there. Mike's a good guy. I like Mike. I actually got a package going out to him. I'm gonna have him try to build us some Louisiana tackle.
Awesome. And my other biologist, who is home with the fright right now, he is in chat now. He just says, sorry, I'm late. So there's another. So now we got 5 Louisianians in chat. Wow, we're building, y'all. We're catching up.
I put that PayPal in the private chat.
Okay, I'll go grab it. All righty.
It's $5 an entry. You enter as many times as you want. Like I said, the more people we have, the more chances of winning you have, because you're only going to be one person going to win it. Even if you put in 20 entries, I can't have like build 3 polls of the same person winning it. It wouldn't go over good.
Right.
So once one person wins, their name will come out, and we'll just keep drawing for the other rods if we get enough.
Right on.
Horrible creature that eats man and takes a movie plot to kill. Can it happen? Don't lie to me.
Yep.
Sorry, it got me tickled. Okay, I'm all right.
So how long do you stay out on that tugboat?
2 to 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks this week.
Wow. That would be boring, bro.
No,
I would lose my mind.
But I've been moving a lot off right now. But,
The 2 biologists are going at it now. Now John is saying he would rather first fight the Rougarou than have the stupid Rona.
That COVID didn't hit me bad. I mean, I lost my sense of smell and taste, and I just got tired quick. I'd go out, work on the boat, and in 15, 20 minutes, I'd be a little bit out of breath, sit down for a minute, get up. I never had a fever, never threw up, nothing like that. I just lost all smell, all taste. And it took a while for that, almost 2 months for that smell and taste to come back.
Wow, that has got to feel really, really weird.
Especially my wife is like a gourmet cook, so it was really bad for me because she don't make nothing out of the box. Everything's homemade, and not being able to smell the food cooking was
right.
rough.
I mean, it would help in my case because I don't eat hardly anything. So if I couldn't taste anything, I might eat healthy for a little while.
That's awesome.
Yeah. John.
4D, I've got you down for 5 entries. Actually, you won one the other night. Plus, you bought 4.
Let me.
I know.
Let me put it in chat here.
I want to try making it out there when you're out at the Bassmaster Classic. I'm hoping to. It's just too early to tell. I never know what's going on.
All right, John, I just put it in there. Okay, so now we're going to have the fifth one is going to come up on panel from Louisiana. Come on, Greg. Number 4, come on up. And we'll have all of us from Louisiana up on one panel. That would be awesome.
Yep.
So,
Oh, down the bayou for real.
that's right. That is so right. So how you feel, man?
I'm 100%. I have a stuffy nose.
That's it?
That's it. I don't feel bad. I'm not tired.
Can you smell, taste?
I haven't been able to smell since I had a sinus infection like way back last February, but I can taste everything just fine.
Well, maybe it's a false positive. We'll keep our fingers crossed it's a false positive.
Tea in my Yeti cup is still sweet.
There you go. Everything tasted metallic to me.
That Stephen, don't even get him started on the vaccinations questions. I think some people think that all scientists or biologists have some secret meeting where we all talk and know what is in everything or how it works. It's like, okay, I can break down the logic, but I wasn't there for the patent, the formula, the trials. I don't know.
I don't know what's in it. I don't want to know what's in it. I'm not taking it.
Exactly. That's me.
I'm not taking it. I don't care.
They're going to have to tie me down and knock me out and give it to me without my knowing because they ain't giving it to me.
You know, the Bible does say that they're
That's right.
going to force you to take the mark of the beast. And,
that's right.
I have no part of that.
Nope, me neither. Me neither. And then there was something else saying too that they had passed. I think Rockford said it actually that they either did pass a law or were trying to pass a law or something that there are kids that parents won't have a choice that the kids have to have the shot. And I was
That
like,
won't happen.
over my dead body. Okay, see, the other Louisianians agrees. He ain't taking that shot either. So maybe
my kids will stay homeschooled before they get that vaccination.
My kid is homeschooled.
Mine is right now because the school's been doing it that way. But
well, what we decided is when they took them out and did the virtual school, he had the choice to go back and do the virtual school outside of school, but in school. And I was like, no, you know what? If you're coming out of school, I'm pulling you out of school, and the government ain't got nothing to say about it anymore.
They can give you wings, Robert.
That's right. That's right. So, and
Robert said he thinks the shot's gonna give him wings.
There we go, right there.
When there's a million on the line,
they're going to try to make it so you have to have the vaccination to get in certain buildings and stores and stuff like that. When that happens, I'll just go off.
Amazon. You get everything off of Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, you can until they take that away where all you have is, well, we don't have to go there.
Yeah, we don't want to get into that. It'll be
we don't have to go there.
The Bayou gives us everything we could ever need. We'll be all right.
Exactly. We can survive. There ain't no doubt about it. I'm not going to take part in this socialism that they're trying to force down our throat.
Ed says she'll take it and let us know what happens. Well,
we need a few guinea pigs out there.
Yeah.
What for the team?
The shot is now your gold star. It ain't my gold star.
I won't be getting that gold star.
Nor
I'm going to make that app on that paper.
I didn't get gold stars in school either.
Yep.
Yeah. Over my dead body. They're giving a shot after I'm dead.
That's right.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's the fish topic of the evening?
Well, we're kind of just introducing Louisiana fisherman because I found him through Catfish Terry this past week. and decided to bring him in and introduce him to the fish fam. And even though, I mean, we all fish, you know, some of us fish more than others, but even some, you know, like Catfish Terry, you know, we're all great friends with Catfish Terry. So, you know, I figured we'd try, you know, just keep building our fish fam. So,
fish is fish. I got I have well, we have a mutual friend, Jess, that wants a Louisiana native tank in his new house when he gets it.
Who?
Ruffin.
Awesome.
So I've talked him into letting me help him build a 125 Louisiana native tank.
Nice.
Centered around green sunfish.
Okay, John, I need you to get a little bit more light on your face because Mr. Greg that is in chat, I need him to be able to recognize you. Mr. Greg, this is John, who I was talking to you about the other night. Both of y'all worked for Aquarium Concepts. So, yeah.
Is that better?
So, Greg cleaned tanks and stuff for Aquarium Concepts.
What years did you work for Scott?
A long time. And so we'll have to wait for him to answer. But yeah, we were talking about you, and I was like, he's got to know you. Y'all got to know each other. Greg says,
can you see my face better?
Yeah, Scotty, but right.
I'm looking pretty raggedy.
Would you have been married back then, John?
Yes.
Okay.
I was with Heather then too.
Okay. Just after he moved to Shreveport?
Yeah, I met Heather. I moved to Shreveport in August of 01, and I met her in November.
Okay. When did you work for Aquarium Concepts right after they moved to Shreveport? Or when?
I would have worked for them from middle of 02 to the beginning of 04.
So is that before he moved from Bossier to Shreveport?
Before who moved?
Aquarium Concepts.
No, he's been in Shreveport as long as I've been here.
Okay, all right.
I mean, he lives in Bossier, but his business has been in right there on 70th Street since the 80s.
Okay. Greg said he used to have a place in Bossier, and then he shut it down and moved it to Shreveport, right where he's at now.
That was the late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
I was still in high school.
I won't say Greg's age on camera, but okay, yeah. So he says that this was 30 years ago.
Yeah. Mine was, I worked for him like 16 years ago, 15 years ago.
All right. Well, about 15 years difference in meeting each other then. But
yeah,
y'all
I worked for him right before I went on with the police department.
Awesome. That's still cool. So, Greg, get your crap together and get up here on panel now. The link's in chat, and we'll have everybody up here.
I built a lot of tanks for Scott.
He Scott gave Greg a bunch of tanks when he moved before he went to a whole bunch of one system. I don't know what that system is. I mean, I kind of know, but all wet dry. See, Greg's on top of it in chat.
Yeah,
he knows what I'm saying.
I redid all the plumbing on Scott's wet dries for his entire store I guess, yeah, it was right after I started working for him. Okay. I replumbed all of his fresh and saltwater systems so he could run them off of, so each system has 3 75-gallon sumps for filtration. And they all.
He got freshwater cichlids too, right?
Yeah, he's just now in the past year branched out to South American, but he was just doing African cichlids and saltwater for years. He just branched out into South Americans maybe a year ago.
Huh.
So he's starting to do some angels and some other stuff, just trying to keep up with the market with what people want. But he's mainly a commercial dealer right now. He puts them in nursing homes and doctors' offices, lawyers' offices, and stuff like that. And then he gets the contracts to go out and clean them twice a month. Once a month, twice a month, every week, depending on what you want to pay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
And I used to be his guy that went and cleaned. I drove all over the north end of the state. I would clean anywhere from 15 to 30 tanks in a day.
No way. I couldn't do that many in a day.
Well, here's the deal: is I had to take those little white water, the little 5-gallon jugs, and a dolly, and I would have to load them up in my car because I have to take my water with me for where I was going.
Did Scotty ever tell you a story about a guy that got electrocuted while cleaning the algae in the salt tank?
Yes, he told me right after I got electrocuted by doing Dan Knight's tank. He goes,
Well,
"You're the
that would
second
be
one to
great.
get electrocuted." Really?
That would be great. Yeah.
Greg, we have both been electrocuted by Scott's janky crap.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, what fish you were thinking about doing that Louisiana native tank?
He wants to center it around. I talked him into centering it around green sunfish. He was talking about bass, but bass just get too big, too messy. Centering around green sunfish and working our way down the food chain from there. A couple species of shiners and some other smaller stuff, and just keep them with Louisiana native. Maybe even trying to find some dwarf crayfish. Get a colony of those going in there with him, and then native, little more native plants, and doing a planted freshwater setup.
Huh.
Well, I could definitely help y'all get some jungle valve.
Oh yeah,
I need some
definitely.
more jungle valve. I need some more jungle valve, Chubz. I need some more jungle valve.
I need jungle valve.
When I was younger, I came up with a bright idea. I had a 250-gallon tank, and I was going to make it into my headboard. So I built a false wall, put this big 24-inch clown knife in it, and boy, it was beautiful. I had to wake up every 30 minutes and go pee from hearing that water running all night. It was a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was going to be bad when I had to put my turtles in my room in here, and they have a waterfall going into their tank. But after it's been about, I guess I put them in here in August, and I'm now to the point now where I can sleep through the night without having to get up to time.
Yeah, you hear that water going, man. Oh, it drove me crazy. I ended up taking it up down.
Greg says that he thinks that y'all should sue him for getting electrocuted by the salt.
I don't know what we're gonna get. Maybe we'll go to Hummer and get his weed stash. But that's about all he's got left. His girls have all grown up, and let me tell you, his girls eat him, and his grandkids eat him out of house and home. I don't know how he survives.
Right on.
No alligator for the native tank?
No.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, 40 fishing. They both got electrocuted and lived to tell about it. Now, I got electrocuted, but not through a fish tank.
I got
electrocuted in the subway. I was designing air conditioning for the subway in New York City when the planes hit the tower. Them trains run on 460 volt DC. I had my hand about 4 inches from the contactor. When the contactor pulled in, all I seen was a blue spark jump to my hand. I woke up like 30 feet away, and there were like 10 people looking down at me like, how did you survive that?
Wow.
They just picked me up and threw me.
Here's the killer part is I had gone and turned the breaker off. His Dr. Knight had a coral tank, 225 coral tank built into the wall. I custom done it was a 2-panel view, took up the corner. So you could see it coming down the stairs and then in his office as well. So you can see both sides. Did that, and he had metal halides because that was 15 years ago, and that was the best thing you could put on a coral tank was metal halides, and he had 4 pendants hanging, and his dog had knocked down one of them into the tank and shocked the whole thing, so I'd gone and I cut the breaker off, and I was cleaning up the mess, and I was pulling the lights out, go on, and his wife came home, and she's like, there's no power. Huh. Didn't ask, didn't do anything, and she turned the breaker back on, and I am literally elbows deep in 225 gallons of salt water trying to pick up pieces of a metal halide, and it right in my forearm, just 220 volts, just got
Mercy.
it hit me.
Craig
Ay,
says,
ay,
talk about
These-
putting
these-
ocean in the ocean with a stick.
These AC voltage pulsates, that DC voltage, man, that's just one nasty. Well, you get hit with that DC, you'll
Yeah, I
know
got
it.
hit with 220 AC, and I was I've got burn scars on my arm from where the bullet was burnt
Yeah,
in
I
my
got
arm.
that was like 30 years ago. Well, when the planes hit the tower, what was that? Like 20 years ago, and I still got the scar on my hand from it.
No doubt it.
So when y'all got electrocuted in those tanks, did it electrocute everything else in the tank?
Oh, everything was dead when I got there. Smelled horrendous
Oh yeah.
because it was. I mean, he didn't know what to do, and it was kicking the breaker and all this, going back and forth. And I mean, the guy's a plastic surgeon. Don't get me wrong; he can build Barbie from the ground up, but
Right.
dude had no common sense when it came to electricity. And
Yeah, some people don't.
none.
Still Angus says you got to get a vegetarian gator.
Yeah.
So New York has gators, or California has gators? Vegetarian.
I don't know.
Louisiana.
Yeah, I don't know.
New York that has no gators. We do have
Yeah.
a nice salmon river that runs through there. Though. You want to catch a fish, hook into a salmon when they're
I know
spawning.
they say there's some in the subway and down in the sewers.
Yeah, they say all kinds of myths down there. I'll tell you what, I've seen some rats bigger than dogs.
I don't doubt it.
No. No. No,
Yep.
no, no.
But yeah, John, I got about 6 native plants in my tank right now.
I definitely need to get some of those. Let's see, let's zoom in right here.
We got salamander.
Fed the axolotl this evening. He's being a messy Bessie.
Oh, I got you.
Still Angus said that he's from New York. No veggies for this guy. I like red meat.
Yeah.
Think that goes along with your name, Still Angus. I wish you lived closer. I've got beef for sale.
Whereabouts in New York you from?
4 of them. Yeah, Roxanne says an axolotl. Ooh.
I've got a blue-eyed leucistic axolotl, and then I have a golden albino GFP.
Dragon Lair said his dad was a journeyman electrician, so he understands electricity. What's a journeyman electrician?
He's studying. He's going in. He's a journeyman. He's studying to get his electrician's license.
Oh.
It's hard to get. It's really hard to get out. You can be a journeyman plumber, journeyman electrician, almost like an apprentice sort of way to explain it. You're an apprentice learning the trade, and there's a lot of journeymen and not a lot of journeymen make it out. It's hard to go that route.
Wow.
It's not an easy job. My hat's off to him. It's not an easy job at all.
No. I never got any of the journeymen. I just went straight to the tests and got, licensed plumber and electrical. Oh, you're up by Fort Drum. I was born and raised in Rome, New York when Griffiths Air Force Base was there. So I know the area good up there, Steel Angus.
Yeah.
No, not that one. That one. 40 says there aren't any veggie gators in East Texas. He knows that.
That's for sure.
All I know is I want to go to East Texas and fish the Trinity for some of those legendary gar.
Oh yeah.
I love catching gar.
Yeah, they got some big ones around my house. Like
Dragon Lair said he was an apprentice. He was an apprentice. No, okay, let me start over. He wasn't an apprentice. He was a licensed electrician, worked construction his whole life.
Hard job.
Oh.
Way harder than my job.
Yeah, I was a roofer for 15 years when I was in New York. That was rough.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know a spot where they got about 10 to 12 foot alligator guards.
I'm coming to your house.
Come on
My
down.
house. Whose house?
Hit Chub's house. He got 10-foot gator guard. I want to go catch him.
Oh, you have fun with that. They dragged me out the boat.
Bayou Golf.
If they big enough to drag me out the boat, we got problems. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
Yeah, they just pulled me right off with them. But no, I think you got them.
Yeah, there's about a 30-minute ride down the road to Bayou Gosh. I guarantee you catch a 10-foot alligator guard.
I got a video on my YouTube channel by how you say it, Bayou Gulch over there, Sulphur Mine.
Bayou.
I went out there about a month ago, and we were running the trout pretty hard.
Oh yeah. Get a lot of trout in there too.
Hey, John, we figured out that Greg knew Granny, Joe's granny that lived with us and had the fish and did all the fishing.
Yeah.
Granny ran him out of her hole several times, and then he finally made nice with her, and she finally ended up liking him and giving him a lure. But yeah, that was fun to find out the other night that it's a small world. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. It is really small. It amazes me every time I figure out how many people I know from different places and other,
Yeah. We ain't all got to be related, but you know somebody that knows somebody that you know somebody.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what that is. I can't take Gavin anywhere.
Oh, that kid knows everybody. Your kid,
Gavin
no,
knows.
he knows everybody.
He's
He's just got that
scary.
personality.
Well, he's been a cheerleader for so long and been a cheer coach for so long to so many kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just got that personality, and he doesn't meet a stranger. I don't meet a stranger, but
No,
my husband does.
Joe does.
Very
Joe
much so.
saved my butt tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did. I'm telling you, you should have seen Landon trying to move the ramps on that trailer. Those ramps are bigger than that boy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
My husband went and got John's vehicle because the transmission went out, and took it to Peakville.
Stonewall.
Where? Stonewall. So close out by Greg. And my 12-year-old, he hasn't hit, that age yet. And so he's still lanky, and his voice hasn't started, changing or anything like that. So he's not small, but he's small.
Girl, my left toe weighs more than he does.
Okay, I'm trying to be nice.
Well,
He's
Jeff,
short
I'm going to jump off and go ahead and get
Hey.
my stream going.
But
I
I love every
can't,
bit of
I
it.
can't say much about her boy because his mama's watching. He got a smooth mouth with the girls. I'll tell you that. He knows he ain't afraid to go talk to them.
Oh, I know.
Mhm. He was talking to my daughter the other day.
Greg says Stonewall Transmission's best around.
This is old Bobby Ezernak. I bet he probably knows him out there. He worked for Trinity Oil, where he built the oil field transmissions on the big rigs out there for a while, and he's the one that drives in the parade with the
Mississippi Hippie.
54 Bel Air on 44-inch, the 54 Bel Air 4-wheel drive with the big 44-inch tires on it. That's Bobby. That's the one who's rebuilding it.
Wow.
Jess, I'm going to jump off and get my stream going if y'all want to come over there.
Sounds good. We'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, see everybody there.
Okay.
See you later.
So what we do, Jake, is we do the first hour on my stream or my channel, and then Chubz will drop off like he just did, and he'll go start his stream up, and then we'll shut this one down, and then we'll go jump over onto his channel, and we'll all come back up onto his channel and go for another hour. If you can't, we understand, but if you are more than welcome to come with us.
Yeah, I'll come with you. I'm just going to run it. I just walked in the door. I'm going to go wash my hands and grab a coffee in between.
Sure. I will I tell you what, if you haven't subbed to Chubz already, just go look under Chubz Aquatics, and then we'll get. He puts the link in chat, and so what you'll do is you'll just go look in chat for the link, click on it, and it should bring you right up, just like it would me doing it through email.
I do. I'm not good
It's
at
pretty
this
easy.
stuff.
When the chat goes on, it'll say StreamYard. You click on it, and since you've already been in the one, it'll put you in, and he'll put you right in. That's the same way I got in.
Yeah, so
All right.
just when we shut this
It's
one down, just go to
self-explanatory.
his.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, just go
Yeah.
to his, and then when you're in his chat, you'll see the link. Just click on it, and it goes right through it.
Perfect.
Real easy, real easy. But let's do that, you guys. Let's roll on over to Chubz, and let's get started on his hour.
Jess, I'm
And,
gonna have to bow out.
of
I'm gonna
course,
clean
always
some
thank
tanks before I
Mom.
go to bed.
What?
Jess, I'm gonna bow out of going on to Chubz. I'm gonna clean some tanks and go to bed since I gotta
Okay.
get up in the morning.
Sounds good.
All
Thanks for
right.
jumping
Y'all have
up.
fun. We'll see y'all later.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Nice to you too.
Hey, go sub to him, man. You will.
I will.
Thanks, brother.
Later.
He's a good old group of guys. I promise you. Good old group of guys. And we got some good people in chat. So, like I was telling you, our fish fam, we're one of a kind. We've got some good people here. So all of the good people I'm talking about, you guys go and give Mr. Jake with Fish in Louisiana one of them pineapples, and let's move on over to Chubz, and we'll just keep this party rolling. So
Sounds like a plan.
see y'all over there.